Good evening, adventurers and explorers, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Facite Stories from Parasande, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play campaign. I am your humble Mistress Winter. You can find me at gmistresswinter on Twitter and Instagram. Now, if you are returning, thank you for your continued support and for being here for us. And as we are here for you, we love to tell you these stories, we love to entertain you, and we love to entertain ourselves. So it's a give and we'll take. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Hope you've had a great week and a great weekend. We are excited for this episode. We're going to be jumping right into the action, as it were. But if you have not been here before, welcome, and let's go ahead and introduce our cast, starting with Abby.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby Marie Carter. I play a hero. You can find me on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter. And I am so ready for tonight and also terrified.
Yes, good. All right, thank you, Abby. And Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis, and I will be playing a terrified and very stressed out Archie tonight. If you want to see me in other places, you can check out my YouTube channel, OKSDM. I'm also on a bi-weekly Saturday night game of Fallout over on Cybernation Uncensored.
Wonderful. Yeah, and they do some good work over at Cybernation Uncensored. I haven't worked with them since my Star Trek adventures ended, but I still do a lot of the intro videos, which I've got a backlog of that I need to do. Anyway, that is beside the point. Thank you so much, Dennis. And over to Joey.
Hi there. I play Delphinium, or Finn, who is probably scared. You can find me on Twitter and TikTok at Prince Perry Pastille, and I also play another character on a different live show.
Wonderful. Do you want to share which live show, or?
I usually do that at the end. I'm on Starbottle on
that's
Sundays.
Fine. No, that's perfectly fine. We will tell you all what everybody's doing all at the end. Fantastic. Thank you, Joey. And last and absolutely not least, the wonderful JoJo.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I have a feeling I'm gonna need this margarita tonight because I'm scared. I play Serana, and I don't even. Very happy to. That's my socials. I don't know where to go from here other than hopefully not down, because it feels like we're gonna go down, swinging.
Well, yes, those are all possibilities. But let's go ahead and run that intro video, and we'll see what happens. See you on the other side. Last time on the Facite, the Delvers had returned to the nest. Ahira confronted her Mei, Delalore, and the relationship quickly soured. And Delalore chose to leave, walking away from Ahira, who would not walk away from her friends. Seeking comfort, Ahira went to visit her romantic interest, Kimberly, to meet Kimberly's wife, who quickly accepted Ahira into their little blooming polycule. And on her way home, Ahira was confronted by Ani, formerly known as Nemesis, who expanded upon Delalore's story of how Ani had become so treacherous. The group went to bed for the night and ended up sharing a dream and a hearth with the avatar Cephalarine, who asked to be able to call on them in the future when the inevitable may take place. No promises were made, rightfully so, but perhaps there would be more connection later. In the morning, Archie remembered that he had a date planned with Kamsa, the catkin who does physical therapy in the recovery ward. Archie went up and met with Kamsa briefly before going out to rent a sled for the day. But upon his return, noticed a couple of Gipti sympathizers scuttling away from the Facite platforms, which abruptly exploded, followed by the recovery ward. So now Archie stands just outside the smoldering, smoking, burning ruins of the recovery ward. And that is where we begin. Group, can you please roll me initiatives? This isn't combat so much as we need an order of event.
It won't let me roll initiative because it doesn't have a token in the scene, but I will roll manually.
Yeah, roll.
Oh, no.
Roll the dice.
Where's my
Okay.
I mean, I can
Hell
switch
yeah.
over to the scene for you if that would make it easier for you.
We're off to a wonderful start.
Here, I'll just like shoot you guys over to the
So wonderful.
facets or the Devil's Nest, and you can play from there.
Yeah, that's a good number. Okay, I had to think about it.
I also got a good number.
Mine is not a
rightly
good
so.
number.
It's Abby, my darling dearest. Mine is also not a good number.
fast?
All right. Let me get your initiative, Serana.
That's a swift 11.
So swift, Archie.
So swift.
Double that, 22.
Nice.
Jesus.
Ahira,
12.
12. All right. Finn,
19.
There we go.
fantastic. All right. So,
Of course.
Oop. Okay, and we're gonna make that full screen. Cool. Let's see. We have the ward, which is on 15. East, which is on 5. West, which is on a 0. All right, we'll just say 1. All right. So, starting at the top of the initiative, Archie, you stand outside the burning buildings that were the recovery ward. Flames are licking higher and higher. The blast opened a large hole between the two buildings, which is now aflame. There are other townsfolk, the ones who did not run from the building. There are some that have come and are lingering along the edge of the smoke, unsure of what to do. Just to paint a picture for you.
Archie's going to run in straight through where the blast opened a hole.
Ooh, okay. You're gonna run in, and you're gonna have to jump through some flame. So, either an athletics or an acrobatic.
$18. Athletics. No, that's acrobatics. Never mind. Acrobatics, 18.
Okay. You are going to get a little singed leaping through. Take 2 points of fire damage. Not too bad. You leap in and find yourself in a small crater. The barrel blasted and dug up a lot of the dirt. So, yeah, there's just this small crater under your feet now.
Is it deep? Is it so deep that I can't see over the edge, or?
It's gonna be a little bit of a climb, actually.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely climb back out then.
Give me an athletics, please. Won't be too difficult, but it's a lot of loose rock.
Well, it might be too difficult with a 9.
Yeah, you find yourself skidding down into the crater, and as you try to climb out, the loose rock and dirt just kind of crumbles under your hold, and you are stuck there for the moment.
All
So
right.
we will come back to you. Where'd my initiatives go? All right, Finn. The three of you had remained down in the Delver's Nest, which jerked violently under those explosions. The swinging of the nest has put significant strain, and this is something you can tell just by physics and otherwise. The added weight of its swinging may cause the supports to begin to fail.
Furniture bolted down?
What's that?
Is the furniture bolted down?
No.
Am I dodging, or am I on my feet?
Sure.
Cool.
It hasn't like swung to one side or the other to the point that it would have knocked you over. It's upended some plates and such, but we shall see what happens.
I would assume we were over maybe... Oh wait, I can't move me.
Yeah, I need to unpause. There you go.
Were we like over on the table or benches?
That is up to you.
I'll put myself over here.
Okay.
Unless I have to roll like reflex or acrobatics, what I would probably do is spend... I think I could get up to the front in 2 actions.
Sure. Now, we don't need to micromanage this. Just kind of let me know what you want to do.
Okay. Probably ask the other 2 if they were okay, and then start like grabbing walls and tables and then just trying to make it out to see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, you have to kind of stumble through and push past a couple of the other delvers who are shocked by the sudden attack. But you do make it to the large tavern doors. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna hold on to the door if I can get it to open and just try to look around.
Sure. You have to crane your neck to look up at the top of the facet, but you see a chunk has been taken out of the wall on both sides. The scaffolding, the platforms are in shambles, hanging by quickly fraying thread or ropes. Several people have already plunged to their death, and probably a dozen more are hanging on for dear life, trying to survive.
I guess before I do anything else, I would kind of like lean on the wall next to the door
Mhm.
and probably shout for Ahira and Sarana.
Okay. All right. Then we will turn over to Ahira. Finn calls from the front, shouting over all of the other confused shouts.
What is Finn shouting for us to join? I'm assuming.
Probably something, not a lot of info, just like your names, just like, come here, something's happening.
Yeah,
Get over
I
here.
will. Yeah, I will go to Finn then to also see what is happening.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything I can do.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I can do basic math. 16.
I hope so. 16?
Yes.
Yeah, much of the scaffolding is like beginning to pull itself free from the wall as its original supports begin to buckle. The people hanging probably only have a little bit of time.
So I'm looking at my spells to see if I have anything.
A utility wizard be really nice right now. I'm just kidding.
I have mage hand as a cantrip, but I don't know if I can actually do anything with that.
That only, I mean, you may be able to use it to retrieve a rope or something, but it typically only handles about 5 pounds of material.
Cool. I have no idea.
Okay? While you stand there in stunned indecision, Sarana.
Ahira, do you communicate that?
I communicate.
The swinging
What?
things that you just like. You learned a thing. Also, where did you go?
Oh, I did.
Up to the front.
Yeah.
Oh, am I in front of you?
It's under you.
Oh,
under your
also,
token.
I don't know if you know this, but I am also out in the water / ice randomly. My token is also out there. I don't know why.
Not no more.
Thank you.
As you were.
Yes, I would have shared if I would point out the buckling.
Oh crap!
Whatever
No, that
it
takes 10 minutes. I was like, I could do augury right now. No. Hold on. I don't think there's. Oh, okay. Wish I had calm emotions in this time of need. I do not. I wanna move, but I also don't want to move out because we're swinging pretty violently, right?
You're swaying much more than this thing ever has.
Okay. I guess I want to roll something.
3.
I want to roll perception. I'll roll perception.
Okay.
Just to see what I'm looking for is whatever you're gonna tell me. I'm so panicked. I don't know.
I
don't
see that.
know.
I don't know either. That's why.
What are you looking for?
A way to fix it. Like if I see anything that if we worked on it, it would fix the problem. Whatever.
There's a lot of problems going on, but yeah, tell
Swaying.
me what you got.
I got an 18 plus 8.
Oh,
So that is a 26.
the
Yes, it
the
is.
swinging of the platform may be insurmountable without significant anchorage to the sides of the facet. So you'd have to be able to balance between the left and or east and west dugout. What you do notice, though, as I will say what you remember, because I believe that Zara had mentioned this at some point, there are net guns located under the platform that are used to catch people who are falling.
How do I know how many?
Nope.
Okay. Where would they be at under the platform?
Under the rim of the platform.
So I need to go to the edge?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to communicate this to the other two and George, even though he can't really understand me. And I'm gonna walk outside.
Okay.
Go right to the edge right there. Boop.
All right.
Surely this will not end poorly.
The rocking right
not.
now is kind of like you're on a boat. A small boat. It's making you a little seasick if you get seasick, but it's all right for now. But now it is the disaster's turn.
The disaster has a
What?
turn?
Yes, it does.
It gets a say in this matter.
It does.
Oh no.
I
Not a
don't
fan.
like that.
All right.
I don't like that at all. We're in trouble.
3. Archie. The crater. You feel the ground beginning to give way underneath your feet. As a sinkhole opens up. I need a grab the edge check, which, if I can remember what that is. It's a reaction. Yes, I know. Using a reflex save. There it is.
That's what I reflex save. 28. Natural 20.
Yes. Nice.
Needed that.
Yeah, fantastic. You managed to avoid the hole completely, jumping off to the side instead as the hole opens up, swallowing debris and dirt. You begin to hear people screaming from inside as the fire spreads. All right. Facet east. No particular threat there. However, in the facet west, a set of stairs comes free from the wall and begins to crumble into the facet, followed by the cries and yells of people who remain in mortal peril. Back up to the top with Archie.
Okay. I'm gonna hoist myself out of that crevice and try to climb up the sides of this crater.
Okay. I'm going to give you a +1 for your previous critical.
Right.
And athletics it up.
Natural 1 for 0 total. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay. And remember, audience, you can turn in your influence points to aid, to grant hero points, maybe help our guys out.
We might need it. 16.
Okay, all right. It's rough. You're grabbing clumps of dirt and debris, but you managed to pull yourself up onto the scorched edge of the previous flooring of the... Which building were you going for? The one with Rhett or the one with Kamsa?
Oh, you're gonna make me choose?
Yep.
Um,
Because you
I'm
jump
gonna-
between them.
the whichever building I would think has more people in it.
Debatable.
All right, in that case, I'm going for Kamsa.
Okay. All right. You pull yourself into the physical therapy building. Charred, half-burnt mats that you remember exercising on. Some really crude exercise equipment essentially has been tossed across the room by the explosion. There are a couple of bodies laying still, having just been taken out by the blast. Give me a perception check.
Perception. 25.
Okay. Quickly scanning over the bodies of the people still in the building. I can't say that they're corpses, they're just people. There is one form that you recognize. Kamsa is trapped under a beam, and she is unconscious.
That's pretty much my turn, right?
Yep. We're gonna come back to you. All right. That will bring us to Finn.
Seeing that Serana ran out, Finn might suggest to Ahira, like, can we tie ourselves together, or like, we gotta buddy system this, because I'm gonna fall off.
I have rope.
There's so much room.
So much rope.
That's right. We have like 600 feet of rope.
George offers like a long string of
Sweet baby!
lightning silk.
That will hurt you if you touch
God,
it.
thread us
Thanks,
together
George.
with that.
Not
It was
too
trying
hard, though.
so
I
hard.
mean, yeah.
George will probably be fine, but would we be more... Would it be more helpful if we're tied together, or would that inhibit movement?
I think it might inhibit movement if we need to go different places, but I do not like the idea of us being not tied together. I'm very worried.
He's just gonna grab your hand and just start walking.
Okay.
And kind of coming out and kind of walk towards Serana. I want to help Serana, but I want to identify what chains and ropes look the weakest. The escape
okay.
route.
Escape route. Okay. Give me a perception check. Or if you think something like one of your lores might be more suitable, those would also work.
I think that's academia and library. I don't think it's gonna help us now. 16 plus 10?
Ooh, wow. All right. You quickly note the various rope bridges and lesser platforms that branch off from the nest. Here, we'll do this. The one that is most safe looking is the one that's not connected or has not been reconnected to the dugout west. So it's the lower left, if you're looking at the map. The bridge is not swaying as much. It looks a lot sturdier. The platform does not seem to be damaged at any point.
I'll relay that. If we need to get out, we might have to go down into the dugout. And I'm gonna try to grab, holding here and try to grab onto Serana.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to keep us together.
Okay.
Or try to help.
Fantastic. Ahira, you're up.
Serana, did you tell us why specifically you came out here or anything?
No, I just ran out the door. Yeah, no, I told you.
Cool.
I told you. I'd be like, Zara told me way back in the day, like way back before, that there are these guns that can catch people under here. So I'm gonna go out and get it, and that's what I would have said.
Okay. Oh no! I can't do anything. I'm gonna pull out rope, I guess. I'm gonna pull out rope from my bag.
You could
Maybe
sew a
it'll be
net.
helpful.
Okay.
You've got essentially a harpoon.
Yeah, I was about to say, and I think I'll maybe thread it through my needle spear, and I don't know. Is there anything I can do? I have no idea. I can't catch anyone with this. I think.
You might.
But where would I bring them? I'd just be bringing them. I'll relay all of this to like Serana, and I'm like, I could maybe try and get one of the people that might be falling, but that would just be bringing them onto the nest that is swinging wildly. I don't know if it'll actually help.
I
But I
mean,
could
it's
try
better
doing
than them
that.
falling to their deaths.
Okay, I will
Immediately.
try. Okay.
Okay.
That's alright, I'm gonna try and like the closest person I think that I could see, I think I'll try and
the people are who are in trouble of falling are really high up.
okay.
So essentially, the only shot you would get at catching them is if they fall, and you have to catch them mid-air.
Amazing.
Yeah. Unless you climb up to them.
I can't
That's
do
a different thing.
anything. I'm not good at that. I can't do anything. Okay, so if Serana told us about the nets, then okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep the rope. We need to keep my needle spear threaded with the rope.
Okay.
And look at Serana and just like point out where the guns are, and I'll try and go to one, I guess.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Serana.
I am gonna grab one of these little gun things and just be ready.
So you kind of like squeeze between a couple of the posts of the guardrail and look under the platform. It's it's pretty thick platform, so it's kind of hard. But you do note these largish, like almost harpoon guns that are mounted underneath the platform. There are 3 per side, and they are secured via a small mast.
How do I control them?
Well, if you were to crawl down to one, you might be able to direct it. Finn, what you got?
My feet.
Okay. I'm going to at least keep this cannon and realize as she looks over the edge, sees what she's looking for, and looks back at the bottomless pit, she's gonna freeze.
Oh, give me a will save.
I know this because that's what she would do.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But let's see how bad it affects you.
That is a dirty 20.
All right.
Look at that!
So while you are petrified of the almost bottomless rift that lays below you, it's only partially, affecting. We're just gonna give you a fear 1.
Okay.
I can freaking find it. Where is it?
I think I'm gonna communicate. I'll pop my head back up and I'll holler and be like, hey, this is how they're mounted. I think I have to go down there. I don't know if I want to do it. I'm scared, but I think it's what we need to do. What, Finn?
Is it like crawling down?
Yeah. How much space am I? How much do I have to crawl? Like, what are we?
You would have to round the edge of the platform, which would probably be roughly about 5 feet, and then another 10 feet in.
We have a lot of rope. There is a stable, like, bar or a pillar inside of the tavern, right?
Yeah. Well, the guardrail is also pretty solid.
Okay, so I can anchor myself there.
Yeah. The guardrail of a ship, kind of.
Okay. I would like to anchor myself to, like, tie myself up and anchor myself to the
Okay.
railing.
Yep. You begin lacing the rope in and around your waist. As you do, now it's time for the disaster. Everybody goes,
It'd be
no.
real cool if the disaster could just
Not?
sit this round out. I think that'd be super cool.
It'd be really lit, you
Do
know?
something a little different. Oh, okay. All right. Archie, you experience no further danger, except for the flames that are licking higher and higher.
Except for I'm in a
creating
burning building, yeah.
creating a nice canopy overhead. All right. Facet East. Some of that scaffolding and stairs begin to tear away from the wall, whereas You guys are getting off light. Nothing happens in the west.
Thank
Master
God.
Just
heard
an
our
awful
call.
light.
Begging and pleading with the universe. Please stop.
We're getting
right.
off light.
Archie, yeah, you're getting off light. I've been rolling really well on my disaster rolls.
Upon seeing Kamsa pinned beneath a beam and how many other, like, unconscious or dead bodies are there in here?
There are 4 others. One you're almost certain is dead.
All right. I am going to spend my entire turn casting heal at 2nd level with 3 actions and a pulse
Ooh.
of magic just out. Healing everyone in the room for... oh, wow, this was more complicated than I thought. Just...
No worries.
for 8 points.
8 points?
Yep.
Fantastic. Are you channeling this through your lantern or Monotati?
No,
You
Monotati's
did
not
summon.
out right now.
Yeah. Oh, you did summon him before, before we ended last time.
Oh, in that
'Cause you were-
case,
yeah.
I'm going to re-roll this because it is Monotati that is doing the healing pulse. Because if I spend all 3 actions
There you
doing that, I can't keep him out.
Oh, okay. All right.
So instead, I will do that same thing at 1st level and get 7. 7 hit points healed to everyone within 30 feet.
Yeah, just about the same thing. The healing wave pushes back the flames just very briefly and brings a rejuvenating energy back to the downed people. A couple of them stir and begin to cough and climb shakily to the all fours.
As this floating winged lantern does this healing pulse of energy and people start waking up, Archie is just going to shout out, "Come help me! Move this beam!" And try to move the fallen debris off of Kamsa.
Give me a diplomacy.
Oh, let's see. 28.
Nice. Very nice. An Orkin kind of he stumbles to his feet and hurries over. I'm gonna give it a go.
All right, on 3. 1, 2.
He attempts to lift it, but it collapses back down as he gives into another round of coughing. So we'll have to try again on the next round. All right, Finn.
Did Serana say how far away, or like the configuration of the guns?
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
We just had a
I am
shake
not-
the board redeemed.
Oh no.
Who the
Why
fuck?
would you? Because it's entertaining. Thank you, Slayer of all. Oh, what am I?
Spencer, you're dead to me.
Okay. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna roll to see who where it's gonna affect here. No. There is a 4th explosion, a little bit further out in the distance on the west. And that is going to cause the west to undergo. There is a loud echoing snapping as the nest's west support begins to buckle. One of the chains becomes a little more slack, and the platform lists to one side. I need everybody on the platform to give me a reflex save, please.
Yeah, because
If
you're
I'm
all
tied
standing
to
right
it, does
at the
that
edge.
count?
You won't fall.
Well, I could fall, but just
You won't
not
fall
as far.
all the way.
Right.
15?
The meekest 15.
Reflex?
Yep.
18.
Okay. Finn, Ahira, as the platform lists swinging up toward the east, you both fall down against the guardrail on the west side, taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you collide with the rail. Serana, the rope
I rolled a
catches
9.
you. Well, the rope catches you, and you'll take 1 point of damage as you swing into the railing.
Over here now?
Oh yeah, is that where we are?
Yeah, right about there. That's good. Oh, that was fun.
Immediately no.
Thank you,
I'm
Slayer.
so upset.
Finn, you are in a new position now as you are recovering from almost falling off the platform.
Since I'm down here, do I see those net guns?
You can kind of see their tips, but they're well under the platform.
But I can at least kind of tell like the distance.
Yeah.
Right, let's try to crawl over and get some rope and tie myself.
So you're gonna take your turn to tie yourself to the railing?
Yeah, crawl over to where I think it is and tie myself up.
Okay, awesome. Ahira.
I guess I'll do the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, I don't.
Following
hate this.
following Finn's lead, you begin tying yourself to the railing.
Well, I guess
All right.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
I'll
no, go ahead, go ahead.
unthread my needle.
Unthread your needle.
And instead, where is George?
George is like clinging to the side of
He's a spider. He's
the
fine.
nest.
Do I still have the thread from him?
Like he's like skittering anxiously. No, did you take the thread?
Probably. I'm the only one that can take it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you got his thread.
Okay, so I am instead going to take the rope, unthread it from my needle spear, thread the light spinner thread through my needle, and then tie myself with the regular rope.
Sounds good. All right.
So I
Serana.
still have things I can use.
Okay. I would like to spend this turn trying to get down to and safely maneuver. Like, is there like a chair behind it? Like, how does this? Because I'm picturing it like.
At a glance, they look largely mechanical, but
Okay.
you can note that there are some sort of glyphs or sigils that ring parts of the mechanisms, indicating that there is a magical component.
Ah. Okay. Can I roll to see if I know what that is?
Sure.
What?
Give me a cult.
Sorry, I love rolling a cold now. I say this, I can't jinx myself.
Sure, sure.
That is an 18 plus 9.
Nice. These glyphs are parts of a true strike spell, as well as you can see like intermixings of a true strike spell and an animation spell, like to essentially make these harpoon guns automated.
Huh. Okay. I don't have True Strike. Shit. By seeing this, do I assume that I would need to have that spell to operate this gun?
No.
Okay. But it would be helpful.
Because it's still got the mechanisms that would allow you to fire it manually.
It would be so helpful. Okay. Am I just hanging there next to it? Like, is there like not steps, but like handholds down to it?
Not particularly.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd almost have to straddle the thing to be secure on it.
Let's do that.
Okay. So Serana,
Straddling
you squeeze through the railing and very nimbly swing onto this gun and straddle it so that you can aim it. All right, fantastic. Now we go to disaster.
No.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm just gonna pick. The fire overhead begins to eat away at the overhead supports, and a large timber begins to fall with a thickening crack. Archie, I need... Or, no, this is going to be an attack roll, actually. What's your AC?
20.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
The timber swats you as it swings down. What is your fortitude DC?
My fortitude DC is 9. Well, like, I get a +9 to it. Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So it'd be 9 plus 10.
Okay, so 19.
Yep. Okay. It does not pin you, thankfully. But it does 6 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of fire.
And gets rid of everything I healed from my own spell earlier. Perfect.
All right. Facet East. Oh, finally, something's happening. There is a cry as someone on the east wall loses their grip and begins to plummet to the ground. Serana, you had first pick if you would like to use a reaction to try and catch them.
How far away are they from me?
It's quite a distance once they go below the platform, and they're moving quite quickly.
So, looking at the map, are they on the side that I'm on? Or are
You're
we talking about
technically
all
in the
four?
middle, so
Okay.
they are off to your. If you're facing south, they're off to your left.
Can you, like, ping where they would be at, just so I can get a visual or
Sure.
something? Okay. I saw your mouse move. Hold on.
Let's see.
Okay. And this thing's got 360 range, right?
Yeah.
I'll try.
All right. Make your strike a range strike +5.
Okay. This is the part where I forget how to do things. Hold on. I want to say that my range only has a +1, I believe.
So that's because you're not proficient in a longbow.
Right.
And well, I mean, technically you wouldn't be proficient in a
harpoon.
Harpoon.
To be manually
gun?
aimed.
So we'll just say it evens out at the +5, plus your dexterity,
Plus my dex. Okay.
which is a +1.
So- +6.
Yep.
Okay.
As the gun is trying to perform its function.
$18.
All right. You wrench the gun to the side, I'm assuming using your thighs and gripping tightly to the pole that is that it's mounted to, and wrench the harpoon in that general direction. Because the platform is tilted that way, it actually gives you a good arc on the harpoon, which shoots out, and mid-air it explodes into a net and wraps around the falling person and swings them down, still dangling but safe.
I was gonna say, I'm like, how do I get them back from there? Gotta think about that part, but I mean, they're safe now.
I mean, on the harpoon gun, there's a winch that you can bring them up, but it's automatically like beginning to turn as it pulls them up. However, that does leave the current harpoon gun unarmed.
How
but-
much movement would it take for me to get back up to the top?
It'll probably cost you your next turn or so.
Okay, I gotta think about it.
All right. Nothing further happens on the west, so we're cleared there. Archie.
Ow. All right. One more
The
time.
Orkin gets up. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. One more time.
All right, hurry.
1, 2.
This time he manages to get his weight under, and you see his muscles bulging as he lifts this heavy girder beam, I guess. And despite the burning log scorching his hands, he manages to, with your help, throw it to the side and off of Kamsa.
Is Kamsa conscious?
She groans in pain So conscious, yes, but not able currently.
Okay. All right. You're strong enough, obviously. Help me get people out.
And he'll start with Kamsa, and gingerly pick her up, trying to keep his hands from further pain, and stumbles out of the house. The other person who was recovering has kind of crawled out and made it to safety for the time being.
And I am going to run over to the other building.
All right. You spin on your heel and head back toward the crater and the other building. Finn.
Follow Serana's lead and kind of throw myself over the edge and try to figure out this gun.
All right. You clamber onto one of these guns and come to the same conclusions. Having been familiar with certain automations and the mixing of technology and magic. And get yourself set on one. All right. Ahira.
How strong is light spinner thread? Would I know?
It's pretty. It's got some really nice tensile strength. Not. I wouldn't say as strong as, like, say, Spider-Man's webbing, but it's up there.
Could I try and use light spinner thread to, I don't know, try and tie the, like, buckles or things, try and stabilize what's going on? Would I
Stabilize the platform?
I guess.
Is that what your goal is? To stabilize the nest?
So it's not in danger of falling into the bottomless pit? Yeah.
That's gonna take some heroic effort, and I applaud it, and I love it.
So I can try at least.
Let's do it. Let's do
Hell
it.
yeah.
That's the only idea I got.
Yeah, you are
shooting a
heroes.
harpoon
You
Brilliant.
gotta
at people
perform
trying
these
to-
heroic, acts of and feats of strength and stuff. All right. So you're leaning against the railing, which you're secured. Glancing across, you see the dugout west, and all the delvers and support staff, essentially, who have come to the edge and are trying to muster volunteers and helpers to start climbing the walls, helping people down and stuff like that. What are you aiming for?
So it's like brackets, right, that are buckling, essentially, or like...
So, the supports that are buckling are the heavy-duty ones that are all the way up topside.
Okay. Okay. I am not good at these things. Okay. Ahira might be. Abby is not. Is there... Is there, like, anything strong and is there anything I can secure the Delver's Nest to? Like, between... I don't know if it was, like, between the dugout and the nest or things like that. Is there anything I can see that I can, like, try and secure?
That would hold the weight. Perhaps there are some support pillars that are used to kind of like prop up the dugout. Probably don't need it at this juncture. They were first installed to keep, collapses from happening and so forth. But as everything is developed into the dugout, it's kind of run its usefulness. So these pillars may prove useful yet again.
All right, I'm gonna try it then.
It is going to be a doozy of a throw.
All the hero points.
If our audience would like to assist our dear Ahira, now would be the time. So this is going to be at a penalty because of the sheer distance.
Okay.
But the AC to hit is going to be extremely low.
Okay.
Because it's an
What's the
inanimate
penalty?
object. Let's see.
And I using what I have, like my bonus for my range attacks with my needle spear.
Lillian Rose has gifted you a hero point. Thank you so much, Lillian Rose.
Ooh.
So it is a 120 feet throw. Normally, your throws are about 30 feet. So we're talking to...
It's a lot longer.
-4.
Okay. But that's to my... I'm using my bonus, my range.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, my attack. Okay, so that means I still have a +5. Okay. Okay. So I'm just making a ranged attack then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
I think I'm gonna use a hero point.
It's probably a good idea.
Use them all.
I don't think a 12. Well, will a 12 do it? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You said it was low, but
Yeah, I did actually.
12 seems really low.
A 12 will make the hit.
Okay, then I won't use a hero point yet.
It's a very loose. Like it hit and it kind of wrapped maybe once around the pole. The question is it gonna stick as you take hold of the thread and pull? I need an athletics check, please.
Oh,
This is gonna be the hard
athletic?
one. Yes.
I think I'm good at athletics.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm good at that one. Ooh, yeah. 18 on the die, +7.
What is?
25. 18 plus
No.
7.
What did you roll?
An 18
18
on the die, +7.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh, let me think.
My batshit crazy idea is working.
I'll give you a little bit of an idea. So as you've thrown this your needle and you make sure it catches, kind of like a grappling hook, you look around yourself for an anchorage. If you were to plant your feet against the rail, you might end up pushing it off eventually. That's when you turn and notice the spiral staircase behind you, and it has some like archway pillars that allow people to pass through. You quickly run and loop around the pole a couple of times and begin to pull as hard as you possibly can. A couple of the delvers who had been on the platform as well, that have gathered their senses, come and gather behind you, wrapping their hands in various pieces of cloth or heavy gloves.
Isn't this electrified webbing?
Yeah, that's why I made that particular note. And begin to pull with you. The platform begins to right itself, inch by inch. This is a great round. Yeah.
Oh, and the last thing I want to do, I would like to call out for George, because I might need more thread.
Okay. All right.
So I would like to call out, George, come here, come to me.
He skitters down next to you and waits your command.
Cool.
Serana.
Okay, you said it's gonna take my full move to get back up on the deck.
Well, it would be a move action, to climb back up.
How fast is this thing bringing this person back up?
It's gonna take a bit.
Okay, can they hear me if I yell for them?
Sure.
I am going to tell them how to use this machine.
Okay.
And tell them that as soon as they get up here, they see somebody falling, they shoot. And I'm gonna climb back up.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna climb back up. Are you gonna do anything else?
It takes my full move to do that. I have plans for everything else. I'm gonna try to find another gun and mount myself on that one. And
I mean, we can say during your turn you can climb onto another gun. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get another one.
All right. Then we will go to the disasters.
Oh no.
It obviously wants me to open another hole under you, Archie, so that's what we're gonna do. I need a reflex save, please.
All
Like,
right.
every time I've rolled for it, it's like, open a hole, open a hole.
This time it's an 18.
Okay, not as quick on this one as the edge of the building kind of begins to sink down into the ground. But you do manage to grab an edge before you collapse with it. But you will need an athletics check to climb out.
Okay.
If you would like to make that.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It is Dugout East. A second person begins to fall. Serana, you want to make another shot?
Yeah, where are they at?
Essentially, same place.
Okay, where did I run off to? Like, if there was a gun there.
You probably went closer to that side, so you would be, just about there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to shoot again.
Okay. It's a +6.
That is an 18. Oh, no, it's not. It's a 19.
Oh, even better.
Nice.
Just
I forgot
like
what 3 + 6 was.
just like last time, even though you don't have the lift of the platform, as soon as they break into visual, you let loose the harpoon. It explodes, wraps them up, and you have another hanging person below you.
All right. I can't get overzealous right now because what if this goes horribly wrong the next time I do it? It's fine. It's fine.
This is fantastic. I'm loving this. A platform dislodges itself from the west and crashes down, obliterating one of the rope bridges leading to the dugout west. Thankfully, nobody was on it. But
Platform or the bridge?
the bridge is obliterated.
But nobody was on either the platform or the bridge?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Back up to the top with Archie.
All right. Monotati is going to first position themselves where their I-beams can target the most and hottest flame, and is going to try to put it out with a cold I-beam.
Nice. All right. Yeah. I'm not going to even make you roll for that.
I don't have to. The fire has to make a reflex save.
No, it's fine. Monotati's gaze follows the line of broken wall and begins dousing the flame in those areas, casting it all in frost and ice.
Amazing. Exactly what I needed. Okay. Now I'm going to attempt to get out.
All
with
right.
An athletics check. 14?
Okay, yeah. Again, it's difficult. You just managed to pull yourself up into the crater, and still have a bit of a climb up into the recovery ward.
I keep doing that.
Okay, so give me another one, if you will, please.
And I will drop Monotati if I have to. That is a natural 20 for 18.
Nice. You scramble up to all fours and just dig in, scampering up the rocky embankment, up into the blasted building, which is still on fire, but not in the immediate area. Beds are thrown from their original placement, overturned and blackened by flame. There appear to be 3 injured individuals in this building.
Well, that's my turn.
Yes. Finn.
Which platform fell down? The one closest to me, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it was the west side. It was a west side platform that took out the rope bridge to the north.
Okay, that's too far away. Is anyone falling?
I mean, there are people dangling still. By this time, volunteers and emergency personnel who are responding have helped some of the easily reachable people out of peril, but there are still 1 or 2 individuals that were caught a little lower down.
I'll take a shot at one of those people. It's a ranged attack?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's a
plus 5.
plus 5?
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Yes.
You actually use, when the platform kind of almost overcorrects a little bit, as Ahira and the other delvers pull it back into position. You use that leverage to sight somebody who's about to fall and fire away. The gun fires, the harpoon flies, explodes, and practically nails them to the wall with a net.
That'll do.
There you go.
It might get cold, but that's fine.
I'd rather be
not
cold than
dying.
dead.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Finn. Ahira.
Okay. I've been trying to figure out what I should do next.
Well, you can secure the current line and try to attach another if you would like.
That's what I was thinking. I was about to ask, is there any way I can tie this off or secure it and then probably do another one at least? So I will ask George for more thread.
George will produce it, but the problem is, what are you going to use to throw? Because currently your needle is over on the other side. There are other tools, picks, grappling hooks, I mean, you're right next to the supply store.
Right. Then I'll go find something after securing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find something that can, like, that is as close to my needle spear as possible, because that's what I'm used to.
Fair enough. Give me a perception check, if you will.
Sure. Hang on. Yeah. Ooh. 11? 11, I think? Yeah.
The only thing that you can pick out at a quick glance is a pickaxe. It may do in a pinch, but it is not like your needle spear.
All right, let's give it a try, I guess.
All right. I love it. All right, so you're going to grab it and begin lacing the thread into it somehow, like secure it to
I'm sure I'll...
end.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Do a little tight. Yeah.
Serana.
Okay, same thing. I'm gonna get over to another one.
Okay. All right.
Figure probably. Do you think that the other person's up there by now? Doubtful.
Not yet. No.
Okay, I'm gonna yell the same thing to the person I caught second time.
Okay.
And I'd like to go over to the east side.
All right. You can find the next one pretty much right there, and climb down to it.
Cool.
And it's going to take you a bit because you have to detach from that railing and get it hook up to the next railing, essentially. All right, disaster time. The roof of the ward begins to collapse. Archie, I need a reflex save, please.
No. That's an 11. I'm going to use a hero point, though.
Okay.
23.
Ooh, very
Nice.
nice. Very nice. You're going to take a little bit of bumps and bruises, as it were. 4 damage. As you get pummeled by wooden shingles and broken bits of roofing as it slides down into the crater behind you. Let's see. Dugout east. Ooh. There is a cracking, similar cracking from the east side as the supports begin to give way on that side. The platform that you had secured, Ahira, begins to actually, I mean, since both sides have cracked a little bit now, it kind of jerks as it drops just a bit. Let's see. Can I get reflex saves from everybody, please? I mean, besides Archie, obviously.
Right.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
21.
Good.
Am I gonna fall off on a 12?
Yes.
This is a hero point moment.
I mean, you are technically secured to the railing.
Probably just gonna get hit a lot. I'll trust the rope.
Okay. All right.
Let me put that back.
You will swing, you're straddling this harpoon gun, and as the platform jerks, you actually fly up and hit your head on the top of or on the bottom of the platform. Take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
But you are secured by your rope. All right, and I got West. West seems to be being handled. The last of the surviving individuals are being helped to safety. And even though there are still parts falling off of the wall, nobody is in immediate danger on that side. All right, let's go back up to Archie. And maybe this will be the last round, maybe? Who knows?
Maybe, we'll see. Archie's going to do another, this time, pulse heal of his own.
Love that.
And everybody in the ward is going to heal some.
Some. 4?
Just enough to regain consciousness, hopefully.
All right. 2 of the 3 recover. The third is unfortunately deceased.
All right, I'm going to yell out, "Come on, we need to get out of here! Come on!"
It is a couple of Gipti who had been recovering there, and they try to support each other as they kind of crawl toward the back door and to make their way out.
Do I see Rhett?
Where his bed was is a massive gaping hole.
He was the target. This is all connected. Is there anybody else in here that can be saved?
Does not look like it. Monotati will kind of do a life scan, as it were, and report that there are no other living beings. We should make our way out.
Yes, agreed. Come on. And I'm going to make my way out of the building and use my next turn to get to the edge of the facet.
Okay. When you arrive at the edge of the facet, delvers and guards are frantically attempting to secure the supports. You can see massive cracks in the timbers that support the chain holding the nest aloft. However, it does look like they are pulling through, and have it steady for the time being.
Okay. I will run around healing whoever needs it.
Okay, awesome. I think then that we can officially call this disaster calmed. The platform, while shaken, is coming to a still as recovery teams brace the supports to make sure that the nest does not plummet into the abyss. The remaining people who had been climbing or who had been hanging from the sides have been recovered, and Serana and Finn are responsible for saving 3 individuals in themselves. So that is awesome. Yeah. So that was intense.
Yeah.
Phew.
Am I able to get my needle spear back?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Never.
Because of what I've done, I was like,
Once
maybe it needs
they're
to
gonna
stay there for a while.
Nope, it's now
They're
a
gonna-
permanent
it's
piece of
fixture.
Delver's Nest.
Yeah. The Delvers and staff will replace your light spinner thread with chains and rope and get you back your needle spear. But the Delvers' operations are going to be halted for some time until they can recover.
Not surprising.
Oh, that was fun. That was really fun.
Yeah. Stressful, but fun.
That was stressed.
Absolutely.
My heart is still pounding.
That makes me all kinds of happy because that means that you were invested, and I love that. I think this is a really good time then to de-stress for a few minutes. We're going to take a break. We will come back at a quarter of the hour, so that's 45 past the hour, and go use your bathrooms and drink some water, take a breath, and we will come back to it, okay? Love you all. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you soon. And welcome back, Delvers. So, that was pretty intense. Hour and a half or so.
Yeah.
Yep. As we come back, recovery operations are well underway. Ropes, ladders, anything and everything that can be employed to help people traverse the facet to get back topside and back to safety is being employed. Akira, Finn, and Serana, what are you doing? Are you wanting to stay down and continue with helping people, or are you going to head back topside?
I think I would probably want to head back topside. I don't feel that there's anything I could do down here.
Okay.
I I feel I would need to roll another will save though, because as confident as I was, that was the adrenaline kicking in. I was like, yeah, let's go, let's go. And once the event is over, it's like, I am on a harpoon. Just like immediate, just
Sure.
so.
I want to check on Hessidin, make sure he's alive, but I also want to solve this new case.
I rolled a 25. We're fine.
Okay. Sounds like the dice are like,
Serrata's
yeah,
doing
no,
great.
we're gonna keep you good.
I'm like, I'm panicking. No, you're not.
Nah,
You're chill.
you're fine. All right. So the three of you will ascend to the top side slowly but surely until you crest the top of the snowy bank and find, I assume, Archie, who is assisting the rescue workers.
Haven't noticed you yet.
Oh, okay.
I will
I was just
run
confirming
to
that that's what
Archie.
you were doing. Was
Like
helping.
we'll say they can see Archie, but Archie has his back turned.
I will run to Archie. Like, sprint. Like, grab him in a hug. Type, like,
Oh,
Dad,
oh,
are you
oh.
okay?
Yeah, yes. Oh, I'm glad you're okay. And I'll hug back.
Sorry.
No.
It's been a lot.
It has been a lot. I'm so glad the three of you are alright.
Good.
Nobody's actually asked me, but I think I did see what happened. Remember that little hideout we went to once of the Yipti gathering? I saw 3 or 4 figures hurrying away from the scene right before I saw barrels explode. I was thrown back away from the Facite. I think we have this. I made that connection too. We have no proof that what we got for them was used here, though.
They would have done it anyway, with or without us.
There's more. It wasn't just the anchor points for the Delver's Nest that were hit. There's also the recovery ward. Rhett was targeted by whoever did this. His bed was the epicenter explosion that rocked that building. Now, I don't know if we're just supposed to think he's dead or if he's actually dead. But I couldn't find him.
Do you suppose that there's some sort of patient list, like a roundup, like a roll call?
Saved everyone I could.
But can we check who's alive? Like, wait.
Yes, but that's not our purview. That's for the actual hospital to figure out.
Is Kamsa okay? You were supposed to go on a date with her before all this happened.
Kamsa is fine. I got her out. made sure she's all right, but she hasn't woken up.
Well, she survived. That's some good news, I guess.
One
What do we
fire
do?
after the other.
Who now?
Finn, who was it that offered you a job again?
For his name, but he was with the Peacekeepers. I could probably take us back to the jail.
I'm thinking you might want to take that job now.
They'll take anyone without a law degree. That's not important.
I think our efforts might best be spent trying to figure out who did this. Because right now, that is our only connection to finding the Everfall. Someone from this, whoever did this, targeted Rhett. The only thing of value Rhett had was knowledge of the Everfall.
Which means Smiley and Red are on opposite sides. Well, maybe not two sides, but...
Now, if I was the leader of this organization, I would have done is kidnapped Rhett, then planted the explosive, make it look like he's dead.
You're right. Because if he's dead, neither side gets the information.
Right.
I
They
hope
want to know what they have, assuming they have it.
You're good. You're
Or
on to
take it.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know why I'm good at this. It comes naturally to me. I must have been some organizer of the underworld back when the Empire was still thriving.
Do you not remember?
No. I get bits and pieces every now and then, but apparently it's hard to remember things after 30,000 years. Who knew?
I'm sorry. That's hard, not knowing who you were or are. I know sort of a little something about that. I mean, it's very different. But
I agree. I think you have it worse than I do, to be honest. Since it happened so long ago, there's almost no chance of it catching up to me. I'm okay not knowing who I was. I know who I am now.
that's good.
I'm just glad you're all okay. And I'll give Ahira another hug.
She will. It will be a big hug back.
Try to hug on the side.
Oh, as soon as I notice that Finn, you're trying to also hug, like I will like step out and like just bring you both in, hug you both tight.
And I will reach out and grab Serana and pull her into the group hug.
Archie, I was underneath the platforms shooting a rope gun. It was a lot.
We saved lives.
We
We
did.
Okay, now you have to tell me. I told you what happened. Now you tell me.
Oh, so, I remembered that Zara mentioned something about rope guns, or nets or something underneath the platforms, so in case people were falling. And so things started shifting, and I found them. Somehow, did not lose my mind, being afraid of heights, and I saved two 2 people.
Nice.
It was weird.
No, it's
And
something
really
to be proud
exhilarating.
of.
Yeah.
It's a good
I think
feeling,
the
isn't
adrenaline's still here.
it?
Yeah. That's good.
I've been saving people for a long time, being a doctor and all. It's something that stays with you. Worth it.
I'm glad y'all were able to save some people. I felt like I probably wouldn't be any good at that. So I tried to stabilize them, and it worked.
Hey, what? So you think you didn't save anyone?
Well, I wasn't shooting the harpoon or saving people.
No, you
I made
prevented
sure
the
none
entire
of us-
nest and everyone in it from dropping into the depths.
Well, I guess that's fair. I guess I did do that.
You saved Zara's
Okay.
life.
Yeah,
I miss her.
I guess I've done that. I do too.
We'll probably see her again. Just need to figure out whatever was chasing her. But that is a long way down the road for all right now.
Yep.
What I need to figure out is, how am I going to tell the peacekeepers that we knew about the barrels?
No,
Besides you seeing them,
I don't.
I saw them.
Well,
it.
yeah.
they were stolen. We can connect the dots. We don't have to go into detail.
We don't know that they were stolen.
But
We
you saw.
just saw barrels.
We just saw the
Okay.
barrels.
But we
They might
don't
have
know
been
that there
purchased
were
legally.
stolen barrels.
They don't know that we know that they no.
Don't say that.
Usually, when you're
Okay.
trying to hide things from people, the less you say, the better. I'm not very good at that. I get in trouble with my name. I used to get in trouble for it a lot. But yeah, you usually shouldn't say very much.
Works.
How do we know Smiley? Do we say that?
That's a good question. If we're going,
Well, he
we
was in the
might
recovery ward the same time you were.
we might want to just come clean. There will be reports of what we did in the moment. And it will show that we had no knowledge of the actual plan. We were all harmed by it. We all worked to prevent anything worse from happening.
I'm just
I
trying to
think
figure
I
out.
was in jail again.
We'll survive. Or you will. I don't think I was ever thrown in jail. At least not since
I
you
don't
were
think
with
so
me.
either.
At least
I
not
just
since I
don't
came
really
out of the
remember
ice.
how we got out.
No, you were taking care of me because I was sick.
Yep.
I think.
Don't worry, I remember.
It's
I
not
was
so.
kind of hazy. So
It's not so much that we committed theft. It's just I talk a lot, and we confronted Smiley to get information on the Everflame that no one knows about, which Rhett might be kidnapped, might be dead. How much are we allowed to let on?
Well, let's figure out what we can offer them first. Personally, I could offer being a double agent. I'm a Gipti. I've already been to one of their gatherings. I'm, not to toot my own horn, but I'm an excellent liar. And I think that the four of us could maybe continue to do work that is less than savory. Peacekeepers.
We'll have more reach, more support, resources maybe.
Your hindrances.
I'll take the job.
I just have to make sure. Wait, are we all taking the job, or are you just taking the job? Like, we're not all involved. It's just you.
And you were
Yeah,
offered a
right.
job. You might want to, it's not too much to ask, speak on our behalf.
Not me though, because I impersonated one of them when those barrels
know
got
that.
stolen.
What about this? Finn, you can be our contact with the Peacekeepers. You don't have to tell them about your team. Or
It's
at
just
least-
intel I picked up.
Yes, intel you picked up, details.
Okay, I think I can spin this.
They're probably extremely busy right now.
We help recover, and I'll go tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think our talents would be best used for recovery right now.
I can help move people. I'm sort of strong. Or fix things. I'm good at sewing and apparently using this to do
Anchor
kind of crazy
entire
things.
buildings to the wall. Yes. Fantastic job.
I was also using the light spinner thread because I just figured if it can sew a rift in time and space, then it should be able to do this.
And it worked.
And it did, it worked. So maybe I can offer my services to help fix things.
I haven't asked yet. Are any of you hurt?
I got a bruise, but I'm good. I'm still not all the way up to like full, you know. I'm not like on peak health, but you know, I'm fine.
Good.
Use
Not
Not
falling
feeling a
apart
little
anymore.
bit, but I'm fine.
I got a few goose eggs.
We usually just...
Like a bomb.
Ah. I thought you meant physical goose eggs.
They kind of look.
Like
You
a
sure
nut.
you didn't hit your head, Serana?
No,
Or
I
you've
just don't know
not
some
heard
things,
that
okay?
before?
She's never heard it before.
Okay, okay.
Don't really have
Does
geese up.
Serana know what a goose is?
Yes, I've read books. I just don't.
Yeah.
We just don't have them underground. Okay. Poor things need the other stuff, you know, not
There
cave
was
water.
there was a particular incident you remember from childhood where a stray goose got into Angel's Rest and was splashing about until one of the hags snatched it up and cracked its neck and dragged it up to the other mothers.
Yeah, I didn't know they made eggs. I just know they go splashy splashy. That's about it.
Yeah, they make eggs. That's how they make more of them. And, you know, sometimes you can use their feathers for things or eat them. Some people in where I'm from raise geese or have geese. And
I know you can eat
Yeah.
them. Trust me, I know you can eat them.
I mean, you can
Ah.
eat most things, most animals.
Yeah.
There's a lot of farms from where I'm from.
All right. My skills are needed. There's still a couple more wounded that haven't been tended to. Where do we want to meet? Usual bunkhouse? That didn't blow up, did it?
It did not.
That might be a good place. I'll go offer my services and see if there's anything I can do, and then I might try and find Kimberly to check on her. I guess I don't know how far this goes.
Good idea. Meet at the bunkhouse at sundown.
Yeah.
Finn, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna go to the Peacekeepers until tomorrow.
Okay.
Maybe I can go back down into the nest, check on the collector, and maybe like I can't lift, but I can like pick up items off the floor and tidy up.
Yep. So you're gonna go down and help the collector and some of the recovery efforts down on the nest. What were you doing, Serana?
I did not have a plan.
Okay.
I just go wherever somebody needs me, and
Sure.
maybe putting things back together in the nest, helping everyone reset, moving the heavy things that need to get moved because apparently I'm strong or something.
You got some muscle to you. That's all right.
My thighs apparently are great because they were able to
Yeah.
operate a harpoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thunder thighs.
Thick thighs save lives.
Archie,
Yeah,
what
they
do
do.
you
Put that on a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a GIF and then a shirt.
Thick thighs save lives.
Sorry.
And it's just going to be Serana like straddling a harpoon.
It's like a pinup art type,
Yes.
like just like holding it.
There's a type of crunch that moves that way, like a machine.
I know
Oh
what
yeah,
you're talking
yeah. No,
about.
there's exercise equipment where you put your knees in it and you can swing side to side. Yeah.
This is true.
Archie, what are you doing?
I'm going to continue to treat wounds on the injured.
Okay.
Like straight through till sundown.
Yeah, and they need it desperately. Even after the survivors have been taken to safety and are being treated and looked after, the volunteers and other rescue workers, have various little injuries and stuff like that. That your assistance is greatly appreciated. So you will return to the bunkhouse exhausted. Pretty much all of you. Ahira and Serana, give me a diplomacy.
I'm good at that.
That's my diplomacy. +1. Oh, that is a 6.
Okay.
25.
Wait, no. I
One-
have 3 hero points. I'm gonna use a hero point because I'll gain it back later. I'm gonna.
All right.
Ooh, that's a 12.
Even not good. Ahira, as you're working and helping, you overhear other volunteers talking about the disaster, it's essentially what amounts to a terrorist attack. What catches your attention is that they they indicate in their discussion that there were 4 explosions.
Okay. When I hear that, can I just... Excuse me, did you say there were 4 explosions?
Oh, yeah. The 2 that hit the walls of the Facite.
The one at the...
The one at the ward across the way. Then there was another one that hit a guard station some ways on down the west.
Where was the guard station? Was it just like a lone guard station? Is anybody hurt there? Do they need help
It was
there
a,
as
it was a small barracks, and we lost a couple of people in that explosion, but thankfully most of the other guards had already headed this way to help with the explosions in the Facite. So it was really, ancillary personnel that got hit.
Okay. Thank you for the information. I hadn't heard about a 4th explosion. Appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you for helping out today. It's really nice that we can all kind of come together to...
Yeah, of course. I do what I can.
Well, much obliged. Thank you. All right. The collector is shaken, a little bit bruised, as he had a whole shelf of books fall on him, essentially. And his old bones are just not made for that kind of rough and tumble stuff anymore. The Delver's Nest physician will see to him and make sure he's taken care of, and he appreciates your help resetting the room. Though I don't know that we'll see much activity in the Delver's Nest until the supports are fixed.
Of course.
So, best be on your way, and take care of yourself.
Yes, I will.
Good.
Glad you're okay.
Ah, yes. Soul bones. Well, they still serve me well. And, a lot of you will return to the bunkhouse, where it is strangely empty, as many are still out kind of doing rotating shifts to help the cleanup. All of you will note heavy patrols of guards. They are going around asking if anybody has any information on the attack. If any of you wish to stop them, you can. Otherwise, they will move on.
Tell them now. Do we want our sleep first?
Sleep.
And Finn has probably already got like paper spread out, just like I'm preparing.
When Ahira comes back into the bunkhouse, though, she'll be like,
Did y'all know there was a 4th explosion?
Right, there was the one at the wards, the 2 in the walls of the Facite, and the 4th one also in the wall of the Facite. I heard another boom afterwards, a couple seconds after the first one.
Then maybe there was 5, because a guard tower was hit, like a barracks.
Guard?
In
Where?
To the west?
Why would they hit a guard tower?
I have no idea. That's what confused me. But it was empty, pretty much. A few people unfortunately lost their lives, but for the most part, it happened after all of the other explosions had happened because most of the guards were gone and headed this way. It's just another piece of the puzzle, but I don't really understand. I thought y'all should know, though.
More information. I think be a key piece. Still don't know their motives other than cause terror and panic and stop the delves. Don't know if they killed
if it was
Brett
just a
or
distraction?
took him. Why? Guard tower. I'd like to know why that guard tower was there. What is it? Does it watch? Ask.
Is it topside? Okay. So, we have the tower, the infirmary, the platforms, and a fifth one?
There were two in the sides of the facet, and a third inside the facet after the fact. Because somebody shook the board.
But so, for clarification, that was the fourth one. Was the one that went off in the west, caused the...
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
A delayed response.
Yeah. Didn't want you chasing after some mythical fifth one. It was just the four.
Cool.
Okay.
So if the fourth one didn't happen with the rest of them, maybe it wasn't part of the plan. Something happened to the getaway. I don't know. We're going to have to ask. Have enough information on it.
I'll try to gather as much as I can.
All right. So, without much further ado, I imagine a lot of you will settle down for rest and recovery, falling into deep, deep slumber as your battered and bruised bodies will rest for the evening. In the morning, there is just as much commotion as the night before. The volunteers have worked through the night to restore some platforms that will go down to the Delver's Nest, but as is expected, until the supports can be reinforced and fixed, the delving operations have been suspended. Where are you going? What are you doing?
All right. I feel better.
I don't hurt as much.
Oh, that's a start.
So today, Dan should go to the Peacekeepers.
Yes,
we
I have my
start at
resume
the-
scribbled down.
What should the rest of us do? Do we want to go towards the guard tower that was hit? See if we can pick up any information.
It's actually a good idea.
Thanks. I have them sometimes.
Very good. Serena, are you going with them or Finn? Or do you want to do your own thing?
I'll go with Ahira and Archie.
Okay. Fantastic. Let's resolve Finn first, since we rarely get to highlight our wonderful little gnome. So you'll head to where the Peacekeeper substation is, essentially. And you'll find it abuzz with guards kind of coming in and out. And Peacekeeper Callum is guiding guard operations, kind of taking command of the situation.
I want regular patrols through this sector. Take the bridge over here and keep a lookout in this section.
And he looks up to spot the blue-haired gnome who stands in the doorway.
Captain, take over. Oh, interesting time for you to come around. Not that I think that, not that I'm saying I don't welcome it.
I had hoped I didn't intrude on a busy moment, Sir Callum. Is now a good time for an interview?
I think we're past that point, don't you think? If you'd, I assume that that's your application there.
This is my resume. Mostly academic work, but
sometimes all it takes is a sharp mind, and that's all. That's the only tool you need. Very good. I have already heard of some of your exploits down in the desk. Sorry, my brain gets a little addled after sleep and no sleep. Down in the Delver's Nest, and I can say that is application enough. So, if you are so inclined, I will deputize you until we can do a more formal hiring. What say you?
Yes, I'd like to get straight to work.
Fantastic.
I hope you don't mind. I know the guards have been interviewing. I tried to interview some witnesses myself.
And have you any new information?
There were a number of explosions. Obviously, the ones on the platforms were meant to destabilize the nest. But the guard tower and the infirmary were targeted as well.
Yes. It is strange, considering what we believe the attackers' motives were. The ward is actually the strangest out of the three, or out of the four.
Actually, it's the guard tower that I couldn't figure it out.
Really?
The blast went off where, I can never pronounce the last name.
Iopina.
Like, is it an H there, or is it just Iopina?
Hi. Yeah, Iopina. Yep.
The blast went off where Rhett Iopina's bed is, and seeing his former line of work. Nor has his body been recovered. That's the strange thing. So
That
either
actually aligns with the strangeness of that particular target. Let me fill you in. And he'll almost like push you over to the table. So while we've been distracted by cults from outside the snowfields, the Reborn, and their terrorist attacks, we believe this to be more a localized cell, not of the Reborn, but potentially of a Ghelfi organization, which is why the ward is the most interesting of targets. For it was the one that most targeted their people rather than people not of Ghelfi descent.
right, which that kind of lines up with one of my witness statements, but it sort of implies that Rhett didn't agree with something, or...
Now, Rhett was that super brilliant scientist from the old empire.
Yes, he was looking for a solution to Vios's armies and everything that was occurring before the freeze.
And you suspect that, he was the target. But did someone want to eliminate him?
See, figured out either. I don't know if it's been, like a crime scene. I don't know if there was a recovered body. He would have been blown to smithereens, so if you haven't recovered any pieces, to be polite,
Perhaps this is just the right job for you. Can I entrust this to you to go and suss out the truth of things there?
of course. We just need to know if this is a murder or a missing persons.
Exactly. Once we have the answer to that, I'm sure a whole line of other questioning will open itself up. Remember, look for physical clues as well as talk to anyone who may have survived the attack and may have seen something before the explosions.
Do I suppose that I have clearance with the infirmary, or...
Ah!
I don't want to stress them out too much.
That's, reminds me. He fishes into his pocket and pulls out one of those stylized snowflakes and pins it to your cloak. That is your access. You are an official peacekeeper for the time being, and I doubt I'll be receiving that back, so do us proud.
Of course, only bring back information.
Very good. All right. Let's hop over to the other three while they go to the guard's tower, or what is left of it. As you approach the area, there are guards who have warded off the area. Beyond them, you can see a tower, like a wooden watchtower, that has partially collapsed on one side. The barracks is decimated.
Wow. This place got hit hard.
It doesn't look
But
like
why?
something that would have been accidental.
No. From here, I'd like to try to figure out what, like, why was this watchtower placed here? What is within its line of sight? Or is it just to maximize coverage over what? Like, is this kind of far outside the town, or is it, like, right on the border?
It's probably about 100, 200 so yards in from the edge of the facet. So it can, if you were up in the tower, you can see into, or you can at least watch the comings and goings around the facet. But it's got a 360 view, so you can kind of scan the rooftops, watch the people down below.
I'm specifically looking for, like, I assume there's other watchtowers.
Yeah. And they're kind of scattered about.
Okay.
So this is like the southwest. There's a northwest, west, and then you can see one or two on the east side as well.
Is the tower itself still standing, or does it look like the barracks were targeted?
It looks. I'm gonna ask for a check on that one.
Waiting for that.
I'm gonna say underworld or thievery.
Cool, they're the same. 21.
All right. So, if you had been the person to perform this attack, to plant the bomb, as it were, it looks like the barrel would have been placed in kind of the nook between the tower and the barracks. Kind of where they touched to maximize damage to both.
All right. I think we need to figure out what this guard tower could see. Figure out why it was targeted. You could see a little bit down into the facet. There might be a target in there, but there's no delves happening. So if someone's going down there, they would have to climb down themselves. There's also the buildings in town close by. That's a lot of ground to cover.
Do we ever figure out where that golem would have come out of?
No. Never found that exit.
You don't think that they would have... But why would they do that? That wouldn't make sense.
No. That does make sense. There's a chance because the golem was digging through solid rock and ice. Wasn't going through a tunnel. Is that correct, GM?
Hmm?
So, its progress was extremely slow. It could still be digging right now. I mean, it's only been, what, a week? Even for a golem to dig straight through solid ice all the way to the surface.
Well, I will
Someone's
say, sorry to clarify, when it first escaped, it went through an established tunnel. It just collapsed it behind itself.
Okay.
And while, yes, there are definite areas where it would have had to punch through solid rock and ice, the Facite is littered with tunnels and caverns that may have expedited its progress.
So the golem is probably out. It's a good point,
I can
Sarah.
neither confirm nor deny.
I'm just saying but I don't know why they would.
Well,
it has the Everflame.
if they knew that it was going to come out in this area, that would be a reason to target this watchtower, so it doesn't get seen when it emerges.
Can we? It's not like we can look for evidence of that, can we?
Wouldn't be hard.
Like,
Be a pretty big hole.
But we aren't going to be able to go in, right? Jen might be able to if she got the job.
Be.
Jen might
We
be
can
able to
tell Jen.
investigate.
I'm confident Ben got the job. I don't think that's the issue.
I mean, I'm fully confident in Finn and her ability to get this job. I just don't know about anything about the person that offered it to her because I was a doll when this all happened. So I believe in Finn. I just don't know the other stuff.
To be fair, I don't know much more than you. I had, one conversation with the guy?
Fair enough. So, what's our next step? We probably can't investigate inside.
No.
Do we
We didn't
look
set a meeting
around?
place. Dang it. Let's take a look around. See if we can find that hole.
All right.
How close are you trying to get?
Oh, we're actually going pretty far away from the actual watchtower.
Okay. So, where are you looking then?
For a hole in the ground.
Hmm.
Anywhere that this watchtower could have seen, and far enough away to not raise any questions.
Okay. I'll need a survival on whoever's taking the lead on that one.
Not be a hero.
What's your survival, Archie?
1.
It's gonna be me then.
Okay.
Because I got a +7.
Nice.
Okay.
Pretty sure mine is.
That's a 14 because I got a 7 on the die.
The tower sees way too much to cover in a reasonable amount of time. The three of you can spread out and take your quadrants.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the three of you can spread out and look. And while you do so, we'll go back over to Finn. Finn,
Yes.
what are you doing?
So I'm tasked with the infirmary, Is the guard tower between these locations, or
Nope, completely on the other side.
I trust that I won't die alone. We'll divide and conquer. I'll come back later. Let's go to the infirmary.
All right. By now, the flames have been taken care of, so it is this hard husk of two buildings. The walls still kind of steam a little bit. The roof has collapsed on both buildings, but has been cleared out by volunteers, leaving the interiors open to the sky. There are guards posted nearby who, as you approach, will salute your new status and allow you past.
This is new.
Where do you want to start?
We visited before. Do I remember where Rhett was when when Archie spoke to him?
Yeah.
Have the beds been moved?
Oh yeah. So I mean, the blast had relocated the beds violently. Several of them are twisted and blackened, but a couple more have been thrown out into the snow with the rest of the roofing.
But they've not been removed.
A couple of them have, yeah.
Okay. Start with the blast site.
Okay.
Let's not drop that.
Yeah, don't drop. All right. If you will. Well, I'm gonna ask you, how do you want to approach this investigation? Are you looking for physical clues in that case?
I'm gonna do that first and then move on to the interview.
Okay.
Kind of phase.
What kind of clues are you looking for?
Blood. I mean, we know where the blast went off and why. I would also guess that the barrel was about the same size as the others, so...
Sure.
Mainly blood, signs of life, signs of injury.
All right. In that case, give me a medicine check.
Okay. That is a +8. These 14 + 8 is 22.
Now, is this one of your cases?
I didn't declare it, but I probably would have that morning.
Sure.
And I think because I can keep 2 at a time.
Yeah.
So I would probably be investigating like the blast. And I don't know if Rhett would be a separate case.
It would be the same case.
I guess the second case, I had tabled Smiley probably. So
okay.
like the crime element. So like the Everflame. What's that about?
Okay. All right.
So I'll declare those 2 my cases.
Sounds good.
I get a +1?
Yeah, you get a +1 on this. What's your total?
23.
23. There are splotches of blood where some of the inhabitants of the recovery ward had been injured or killed by the initial explosion and resulting collapse of the building. The area where Rhett had been staying is largely free of any biological signs.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's the main thing she's looking for. Just
Okay. Just give me a perception, if you will, please.
okay, there's a 5 plus 10 per perception. Do I get that plus 1? 16.
There is a lot of debris. A lot of stuff has been moved, and it's hard to suss out any particular clues. The most glaring item or evidence is the massive hole where Rhett's bed used to be. Like, not talking just like part of the crater, like it looks like it sunk down in below the ground.
Keep that in mind, but I won't touch it for now.
Okay.
I think the next thing I would do is speak to the guards that are there about maybe blocking that area off if they haven't already. Let them know I want to revisit this. And then just kind of ask either the guards or maybe the volunteers or the if I could recognize any therapists, and start to kind of just gently, hey, are you like in a good place for an interview, or
Sure.
are you okay? Like,
The guards. We got this for you, ma'am. If you want to talk to any of the survivors, they're down in those tents down the way. I think a couple of them are lucid. So maybe they'll be able to give you the answers you're looking for. But we've got this area secure.
wonderful. Thank you. I'm sure the doctors attending will be able to assist. Thanks.
Very good. All right. So you're gonna head over to the hospital tents.
Yes.
Okay. The physicians, attending physicians, will indicate that while, yes, they need their rest, there are a couple who may be able to provide some sort of witness statement. Let's see. Would you roll diplomacy for me?
Yes. Oh, nat 20. Plus 8.
Nice.
Plus 1 if this
Wow.
is case.
That's insane.
That's freaking amazing. So you come in with amazing bed manner. Checking and making sure that they're doing okay, that maybe even making sure that the doctor gives them the medicines that they need, painkillers, good stuff. And they are more than happy to answer your questions. Do you have any in particular, or do you want me to just riff?
She'd ask the standard, where were you at the time of the blast?
Yeah, I was in the bed close to the front when it hit. It was so big, and it rattled my brain. Uh, it was insane.
I know this may be hard to recall, but I found out where the blast was located. If you were on that side of the building, did you see who was over there, or where people landed?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they had just finished up common lessons, and the instructor was packing up her stuff. Rhett was over there, messing with yet another one of his baubles. He's always tinkering with something ever since he got the use of his digits again. And yeah, then the floor caved in, and big explosion. As far as where people landed, I think the instructor might have been taken out by the blast. Couple of my friends over there got knocked out of bed. Rhett, he when I came to, he had just kind of disappeared.
So he was in the room. You didn't see him get injured at all? Just gone?
No. I figured the blast just kind of vaporized him or something.
There was no blood. That's fascinating. I suppose, do you remember any odd occurrences over the past day or so? Anyone entering or looking at a place?
Those Gipty imperialists. I was always handing out them flyers and stuff. They came by, and were trying to recruit. I'm like, no, thank you. I had enough of Vios's war. I don't need to be, creating conflict in this new world. But I stayed over at Rhett's bed for a little while. Yeah, they were muttering about something. I couldn't hear them.
Are these people you've seen before? Would you happen to know their names or faces?
I don't know. I don't want to be tattling on anybody.
Oh, of course, I understand. I just want to make sure that, if you and Rhett were in any danger, or if the instructors were in danger, I just want to make sure. Maybe there was an accident. Maybe they saw something.
I mean, and this doesn't come from me, alright? Okay. But I definitely saw Dragon Pot Trail. He's always the lead recruiter. Yeah. The other ones, he tends to change up his entourage.
That's one identity. That should be well enough. Thank you so much.
Again, it didn't come from me, because I don't know what him and his kind can will want to do to someone who points fingers. Might take them off.
Of course. You'll remain anonymous. I've never met you in my life.
Oh, good, yeah. Okay.
All right, I'll go grab a nurse or a doctor on my way out, okay? Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
She'll probably continue her due diligence. I think that was the information she needed. But she'll still go around and
Okay.
talk to the other person. Maybe check on Kamsa. I don't know if she's conscious, but at least, ask about her.
One other little bit of information that you get, because you rolled so well. How it ties into everything, maybe you're not sure. Or maybe you are. I'll let you piece together things. One of the other survivors notes a book that Rhett had recently obtained. And the witness says that she just didn't like it. Like, there were some really graphic, when she caught sight of the pages, there were some really graphic and disturbing images lining the papers. It looked like an anatomy book or something, but it was just wrong. As far as Kamsa, Kamsa is asleep, alive. Her left side is heavily bandaged from severe burns. But she's alive and stable.
Archie will want to know that.
Wunderbar. So you'll return and meet it back up with the group, meeting place aside. And for you three, your search proved rather fruitless. No large holes or exits were discoverable.
It's getting late. I know it was a long shot. Keep in mind where this tower was and building by up onto our radar when we investigate this.
Sounds like all we can do.
For now. We'll hope Finn had more luck.
I'm sure she did.
And you will all meet back up. I don't know if you want to share your information before we end tonight, just so that we have it available for next time.
We could start with it time. We could do
We
the
could.
recap.
We could. Oh, that'd be
Sounds
awesome.
handy.
All right, then that's what we'll do. We are a little past time anyway, so we will go ahead and close this out. Thank you all who have stuck with us and enjoyed this wonderful, intense, and exciting episode of The Facet. The mystery is afoot now that everybody has survived the cataclysmic rocking of the Delver's Nest. This has been so fun. This has been really
It
great.
has.
Like, thank you all. Thank you to my wonderful players, and your just commitment to enjoying and allowing me to traumatize you over and over again. So let's get into some final announcements. Tomorrow night, we have our Tabletop Tuesdays. We are playing a session of Kids on Bikes. I'm dusting off the cobwebs off of one of the short adventures that I wrote for Kids on Bikes from a while ago. It is called Sucks to Suck. And I'm really excited to have, we'll have Abby and a couple of other newcomers to our community. So I'm really excited to see what they do. If you are interested in seeing that live, we will be on at 7 Eastern, 6 Central tomorrow night. We will see you then. Beyond that, we announced this last week, but we are going to touch it again. We are starting a new Monster Hearts campaign called Ravenwood, and that is emceed by our very own Abby Marie Carter, this is her first campaign, her first lead role here. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about that, about the campaign, Abby?
Sure. Yes. So I will, for the very first time in my whole life, be running a game. It's called Ravenwood and is takes place at Ravenwood University, which is a university for monsters hidden away from the rest of the world, so to speak. I have 4 really wonderful players. The theming will be kind of more mature, very gothic horror-esque, at least in aesthetic. I'm very excited to see what happens. So please come check it out if you'd like. Our first session will be on June 1st, so a week from Thursday. Yes, and we will be streaming at, let me remember the times in Eastern Time, 8:30?
Yes.
Right? Yes.
Yes.
Confident.
Time zones are hard. I'm in Pacific time, so
Yeah.
So it'll be at 8:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Central, 5:30 Pacific Time, and we'll be streaming for about 2.5 hours with no break because of the shorter time. But yes, I'm very excited, and if you're interested, please come check it out.
Absolutely. It'll be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. I will be running tech for it, as well as lending a hand whenever is necessary. But I have absolute confidence that Abby's going to kill it as our MC. If you, our wonderful viewers, would like to run a one-shot or mini campaign, you absolutely can do so. Just come join our community and message me, and we will discuss what you want to run. You can run one of the Tabletop Tuesday games. It'll take a load off of me and allow you to show your stuff. So, yeah, awesome. Let's go ahead and go around and see what everybody else has going on. Abby, we've already heard about Ravenwood. What you got?
I will be on Tabletop Tuesdays tomorrow. I have been in every Tabletop Tuesdays game so far. I just live on this channel.
I love it.
So everything I actively do is on Mistress Winter's Court. I'm here every Monday on the Facite. Starting next Thursday, I will be running a Monster Hearts campaign every other Thursday, and you can sometimes find me on Tabletop Tuesdays, so I'll be there tomorrow. I was in the last one, which I think the VODs are still up on Twitch and would be available on YouTube, which is a Monster Hearts campaign. And if you've checked that out and liked it, all 3 of the other players in that campaign with me are 3 of my 4 players in my long-term Monster Hearts campaign. So if that entices you at all, Other than that, I was in a Monster Hearts campaign. Lots of Monster Hearts. Monster Hearts campaign last summer with Winter and Joe over on the Heroes and Hooligans channel. It's called Graffitied Hearts if you'd like to go and watch that. It's on YouTube under Graffitied Hearts under the Heroes and Hooligans channel. It was lots of fun, very chaotic. Highly recommend. That's all I'm doing currently. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm on the Discord, Abby Marie Carter. You can also follow me on Instagram at Abby_Marie_. Yes, Abby_Marie_Carter. That's me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Abby. How about you, Dennis? What's going on in your world?
Oh, so much. And it's all TTRPG stuff, and I love every second of it. Let's see, tomorrow I have a home game. The day after that, we are having another meeting for Sagas. That'll be behind closed doors. Working on TTRPG with the beta, hopefully coming out within the next 2 months. Very excited to get that out for everyone and all of you to start playing. On Thursday night, I will be over on Wally DM. I think it's on Wally DM's channel. Playing the original Dungeons and Dragons, like the original, like the first box
the
set.
Gygax
Yes, the Gygax
kind
one.
of thing.
We're gonna be doing our session 0, creating characters, figuring out how the ancient rules work, figuring out what old school D&D actually means. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be creating characters that this Thursday night, and we'll have a one-shot for it on a later. And I'm also, I hope I'm not the only one looking forward to Memorial Day weekend, but I don't think we'll be off on Monday, won't we?
That is a good reminder. Yes, we are taking a break next week, so we will not have an episode of The Facet. Do come back the week after, though, because we will pick right back up. And yeah. My wonderful players deserve a rest. I deserve a rest.
You do.
We need a little break, so I think this is a good moment to relax, and we will come back strong the following week. So yes, thank you for that reminder.
That's me.
Awesome, thank you. How about you, Joey?
Hey, I'm Joey. I played Delphinium tonight, who got a job. This is new to her, but it's not
Law
new to
enforcement.
Flynn, who is former law enforcement. And you can find out more about him and his past lives over in Starbottled on Spells and Storycraft. I know things. We're still streaming our reruns at 8 p.m. Central Time on Sundays. We're almost done with the reruns, and we are awaiting season 2. So come check us out there as well. Joe is also there. And then if you want to find me, I am Prince Perry Pastille on Twitter and TikTok. Have a good night.
Fantastic, thank you. And how about you, Joe? I know Joey just stole some of your thunder, but
No, it's fine. I get to tell them the best part. So I played Saranda tonight, the Oracle. I also did Monster Hearts and a very chaotic Bards campaign over on Heroes and Hooligans.
That's right. Yep.
Yes. If you want to see me get angsty in any possible way, watch anything I've been in with Heroes and Hooligans. I promise you, it's angsty.
That's where we met too.
That's where we met. Yes, at a charity event. That's how I met like 2 of you. It's wonderful. And in Spells and Storycraft, I play a barbarian wizard. So if you want to know what that looks like, come see me and Joey on Sundays, because she's a hoot. What else am I doing? I don't even know. I'm just here, you know. Serving up the optimism. I don't know. I'm trying so hard because tonight I was so pent up with anxiety, and it's over now.
It's up for now.
Alright.
Oh, we
I
love
can
you, Joe.
breathe.
I love you too.
Alright. Well, I have been your humble Game Mistress Winter. You can find me at GMistressWinter on Twitter and Instagram, and over at our Discord, which Joe and Dennis were nice enough to put into the chat. So if you would like to join our community, click on the link, join us, and come chat with us. Besides doing these various shows for this channel, I have a tentative announcement that I will be collaborating with the Tabletop Tailspinners Network to create a Monster Hearts podcast. More information to come about that. So keep an eye out. We probably will not release anything until October of this year. So there's going to be a bit of a wait. But I am just putting that out there. And we will also, I'm still planning a charity event. Still got to work out dates and stuff for that. So keep the lookout. Until then, I hope everybody has a great week, a great weekend, and we hope that, well, actually a great Memorial Day weekend, following weekend, and then hope you will come back the following Monday to reclaim it with us as we have another episode of this wonderful campaign. Until then, have a great night. See you all.